Cafe. Anyway, oh, look at this. We're here together.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Welcome to FF episode 2537. I forgot to mention, I messed up on the numbers last week.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
A couple weeks ago, when was this? I guess this was before I got COVID. I came up with the wrong number for this show, and it's actually 2537. Well, I think I messed up on 2534 or something. But anyway, Cafe Anyway, that's where we are, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, where we're
Mike's Daily Podcast.
We're getting ready for the rain to come and hit the Bay Area.
Mike's
Daily. I don't know if people listen
Podcast
to this podcast right away, but I should mention that there was a press release for San Francisco. I don't know if this particularly applies to the East Bay, but, well, since Mayor London Breed is not my mayor, we don't have a mayor here in Podcastro Valley, but maybe it's Mayor McCheese. I hope it's Mayor McCheese, but today, and actually I'm swearing off meat in 2023, I become a vegetarian, not a vegan. A vegetarian. Well, not really. I'm just trying to eat less of that and other bad things that cause the bad fats and the plaque in your heart and can cause you to possibly have a heart attack in the next 10 years, that kind of thing. Definitely want to avoid that because I will be turning 55 at the end of this year. But Mayor London Breed, urged residents to prepare for expected inclement weather. That's the worst weather is the inclement, and share the city plans for the upcoming storms. So basically, residents are asked to report non-threatening storm issues to 311. 311 is the number to call. And to keep 911 available for police, fire, and medical emergencies.
And here's today's podcast picture
That impact life and safety. That kind of thing. So 311 customer service representatives responded to more than 800 calls on New Year's Eve for store-related issues. The last day of New Year's of 2022 was, what a capper. What a horrible day with the rain and the people getting stuck with cars and rivers, and that used to be freeways. Highway 99 turned into a lake, turned into a river, the late great Basil the Boxer. He liked the rain sometimes, which I thought was cool, because then he basically got a free bath without me having to get him into the shower. He got showered on, and that was fun. So, but they're asking people to call 311 for things like clogged catch basins, non-life-threatening street and residential flooding, sewer backups or wastewater odors, and downed trees. There was apparently 8,500 sandbags distributed over the past week. Public Works will distribute up to 5 free sandbags per address. That's in San Francisco, though. I don't think that's here in the Castro Valley. And I was trying to find info about that, about finding a sandbag, some free sandbags, and let's see. It says, after the storm, this is also important, check your home for flood damage and contact your insurer or landlord. And the city of San Francisco has its own sfcityattorney.org that you can contact for more info on that. If you smell a gas leak, call 911. That they say call 911 because there could be a definite issue there where people's lives could be lost. You can call PG&E as well for that. Keep children and pets away from floodwaters and avoid outdoor areas that have been recently flooded. Remove shoes and wipe paws before returning indoors because you don't know what you've picked up. If the power is off, and there is a very strong possibility of that happening this time around, throw away all discolored or foul-smelling food. Now, I've heard from multiple people that if you keep your refrigerator closed as much as possible, you can keep food good for a while. Freezer food may last from 48 to 72 hours, it says in this press release, if the freezer is full and the door remains closed. If in doubt, throw it out. I guess that's the safe way to go. I know some people that would say, hey, wait, that's a perfectly good piece of... But when it comes to meat, you definitely want to be careful, and some vegetables. And then check in on friends and family who may need assistance. So that all from the city of San Francisco, which I do not live in, but I live close to. So it kind of pertains to me and what we're about to go through tomorrow. So I'm going to bring you a segment that we did not do yesterday, and I'm not going to do this segment as often as I used to, but it is called Let's Go Back with Matthews. And we're going to go back to a better time, a time when people were happy and not scared of the weather. Inclement weather, none of that. Here we go. I'm going to take you back to 20 years ago, and this was a station I worked for. It was a country station. And this particular thing happened on the show I used to do called the Santa Fe Cafe, which was weeknights. And I'd get some interesting calls, as you can probably
tell. Kenny Chesney, she's got it all. The KH Cafe question, what's your idea for a reality show? 650 KHAY. Let's get this party started! Hi, this is Matt Michaels, and I've sucked another person into the KH Santa Fe Cafe.
What song?
The one?
By Gary Allen?
Yeah.
You a big Gary Allen fan?
Yep.
You've seen him in concert?
Once.
You like his voice?
It's alright.
Do you want to be Gary Allen?
Nope.
Do you want to meet Gary Allen and say, Gary, your voice is, it's just all right? Do you want to do that? We can do that. We'll make a field trip.
No.
650 KHAY. 100.7 KHAY with Faith Hill. And it's Matt Michaels. I'm at the KH Santa Fe Cafe. Oh, hey. Oh, Lena. Hey.
Matthew, darling, you were singing a crazy song, but marvelous. I have out here on the dance floor Jenna and Jeremy. They are dancing like crazy one-nuts. Mm-hmm. They are dancing marvelous. I want to tell the both of you, you're dancing much better than Matt has ever danced.
You know.
Nothing like he can't dance very well and so forth.
The cafe question, what's your idea for a reality TV show?
I think we have a dancing show where we see Matt fall down. That would be very funny.
Okay.
Be marvelous.
I didn't actually fall that time.
That was me. Ouch. That hurt.
Jenna, do you like to dance?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love to dance.
What kind of lips do you like?
Kind of like medium-sized lips.
Let me ask this other caller. What kind of lips do you like?
I like shapely, luscious lips, but not when they're too big.
Oh, wow. Martina McBride!
She was the prom queen.
That was a bit specific. I might have played that before on the podcast. See what you're missing if you don't listen to the podcast? Okay. And I think I mentioned Jeremy before. Jenna, I'm not sure who that was, if that was a friend of Jeremy's, but yes, Jeremy became a bartender in Vegas.
So you will and watch
I will
Natalie.
be there 4 rows back.
Are you going to the show? Dixie Chicks by request on the way. Also, Trisha Yearwood, some Dixie Chicks by request in preparation of their huge show tomorrow night and the night after that at the Kodak Theater in Hollywood. Vince Gill ahead of that.
Remember when the Dixie Chicks, when they were big and popular and a bunch of people bought their CDs? A bunch of young ladies bought their CD. Was it Fly or... Yeah, Fly, I think it was. Wow. Now they're just the Chicks.
We'll hear right after this. Are you going to the show?
Tomorrow night?
Whoa!
Woohoo!
Wow!
Thank you.
I will be here on the radio watching things, making sure that everything happens, okay. So you go and watch
I will
Natalie,
be there 4 rows back.
Emily, and Marty. Call us from there, okay?
I will.
Let us know what's going on. The Country Quiz!
You know, we'll do this now, the country quiz. This is to test your country knowledge. And then we'll have to do the Mike Matthews New Tunes feud on another podcast in the future. But we've got to answer. Let's test your country knowledge. You know you've got some. Here we go.
At 10:30 and 11:30 Monday through Friday, it's the K-Hey Country Quiz. If you'd like to play the K-Hey Country Quiz, call now at 650-K-Hey. We'll pick a contestant to play the K-Hey Country Quiz. A delicious original ice cream creation from Cold Stone Creamery. Woo! Could be yours. 650-K-Hey.
Watch your mailbox. Why?
Our contestant is Mark from Port Hueneme. Mark, let's look at the quiz wall and pick a topic from our 3 panels. Panel 1 says the Oak Ridge Boys noise. Panel 2 says Dwight Yoakam's slow ham, because you got to cook ham slow.
Yeah.
Panel 3, Diamond Rio's Rio Life. Which one, Mark?
Diamond Rio's Real Life.
Alrighty. Mark, Diamond Rio's recent greatest hits album had A, 10 songs, B, 12 songs, C, 14 songs.
Oh, that's a tough one.
A, 10 songs.
10 songs. Oh, no. Stay on the line, Mark. 650-K-Hey can try and steal the prize from Mark. But if you get it wrong, he gets the prize.
Say.
Shauna called from Somas and said the answer was B, 12 songs. Oh, no, the actual answer was 14 songs. That means you get the prize by default. Mark, congratulations.
I'm tired of
working.
Wow, that was a very particular question. What a beautiful mess I'm in. That was a big song for them. And then I think, was their song? Oh, the one, One More Day, One More Night. Is it? Yeah, One More Day actually crossed over onto the pop charts. But they were a 90s kind of a bluegrass sound and really good harmonies. They played all the instruments on the album, so you weren't hearing a bunch of studio flash musicians. You were actually hearing the band. They were like the Toto of country music in the 90s, with Marty Rose, the lead singer. That's the way I looked at it. All right, let's go outside a cafe anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth.
Anyway.
And see some people that originated on the K-Hey Santa Fe Cafe eons ago, kind of, sort of. Maybe, maybe not. Look who's here. Hello, Mike Matthews. It's Chely Shoehart, gift shop supervisor. I've only been the gift shop supervisor at Cafe anyway. Excellent. So, yes, all this rain. Are you prepared for it? We've got these snow globes. All right, you're always trying to push the snow globes on people. Yeah, but they're really good. Uh-huh. We do have these snow globes that when you press a button on the bottom, they turn into umbrellas. All right, how does that work? So there's water in the snow globe. Does the umbrella help you from the water in the snow globe falling on your head? Don't ask so many questions. Look who else is here. Oh, Mike, this is Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere, the engineer. Mike, this has been a wonderful show. And it's really sad that all of us are so congested, but that's because you had COVID and you gave it to all of us. Sorry. That's such a good skit. Watch it. What's her name? Tilly? Really? Seely? Something like that. Anyway. Mealy. I'll call her Mealy. Mealy. All right. What a capper for this show. I hope the inclement weather isn't too inclement on you, and you get through it wherever you are, whatever sort of weather you have. Wherever the weather, take the weather with you. Whatever the weather. There you go. Whatever that expression is. If you remember that expression, or would like to comment about anything we covered today, you can call me at 336-MM-DAILY. 3 + 3 = 6. MM as in Mike Matthews Daily, as in what this podcast tries to be.
Call now. 336-MM-DAILY.
And gets interrupted by things like COVID and whatnot. You would expect everyone to get COVID. You always hear them, all these people talking around me at Cafe anyway. They're pretty close. I tell them, stay at least 50 feet back, but no. They got a funniest thing today. 2 funny things really quick. My lovely lady friend went to get some supplies to help fight off whatever strange storm is on the way. And she bought a couple tarps. And one of the tarps was huge. It was in a big package. And she goes, that was really expensive. I'm like, really? And she goes, yeah, it was over $100. I'm like, what? And I look at the front of the tarp, the bag. It is basically the size of a house. It's as big as this tarp. And I'm like, there is no way we're going to put this over the house. Let's go return it. So we've made somebody happy out there that was going to use that tarp as a house. It was almost as expensive as a house in the 1920s. But it was, 100 years ago. The other funny thing was the Republicans could not decide. Well, there were 5 people that did not want to vote for the person that they wanted to have the Speaker of the House. And it's just interesting when there's so much controversy and people just diverging with their points of views in a huge way in the Republican Party right now. And that's very possible for it to happen in the Democrat Party. This whole scenario happening in the House of Representatives could happen for the Democrats at some point. If a bunch of people did not want Nancy Pelosi, but that basically happened a few years back. A lot of people didn't want her, and then she did her negotiating thing because she's been in politics forever, and everything got smoothed over. I think she came in with the caveat that I will be the leader, but I'll only do it for a certain amount of time, which I don't even know if she held up to that promise. But so it's just funny. And I know a lot of this in the Republican Party is because of Trump. And a lot of people want that somebody got it in their heads that Trump does not want this McCarthy guy to be the Speaker of the House. There is that feeling that McCarthy is not of the QAnon quilt, of that ethos, of that whole world. So they don't want him. But then that's like five of the Republican representatives are against him. And all these other Republicans are for him. So because of that holdup, that's what happened. And that's exactly what happened years ago when, you remember the Tea Party? I got all upset about this because they couldn't pass the budget and it was holding up all these jobs, and it was actually messing with the economy in a big way. And I said, look, these are the fools. And I published it on my website at mikesdailypodcast.com. This was years ago. I forget when that happened. I'd say over 10 years ago now. And I'm like, these are the idiots that are causing our government to go into the tank right now because they're not going to do one simple thing and cast a vote. But there is this big part of being an American where you're like, well, my vote's sacred, isn't it? I should be able to mess up the country if I want to. So fun being an American. Okay, next show it'll be the wonderful Benita, the Disgrunted Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster. I'm sure they will have a lot to say about all this. And with more, it's A-Frame.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!